It has been months since a crab told me what happened down below. Even after everything you had seen and everything I had told you, nobody would listen. Now look where we've ended up. Gauntlight is more active than ever, terrorizing our home with monsters as soldiers from the east drag our people screaming into the depths under the leadership of the blind general and the sisters. We cannot get word out for help. We cannot get supplies in. Food and medicine are dwindling, and I cannot keep this old fishing camp concealed for much longer. We have to bring the fight to them. We must take the fight to Gauntlight.
Welcome to Return to Gauntlight, everybody.
Yippee! Yahoo!
Right now it is just the three players, Colby, Emma, Jacob.
Yay! Yo!
And
Wahoo! Jacob's making
Yeah.
a lot of sound effects.
that wasn't me. That was
Well,
Colby.
somebody has to be enthusiastic about this.
No.
Anyways, so if we will remember, what happened last time on Abomination Vaults is that everyone got their cheeks clapped by a black pudding.
I
Yes.
hate phrasing it that way, but yeah.
Theoretically,
by a sentient black chunky liquid.
Remy Raddington is still somewhere. We don't know what's going on with Remy Raddington.
He's missing in action.
However,
The fact that there's a
But nobody-
character called the Blind General concerns me.
Yeah, so Remy Raddington is lost, but nobody really cares enough about him to go looking. So
well, now hold on. I've got some more plot to dispose of.
Oh, you do now.
I do
so
indeed.
enthralled by
So, in the following weeks, since the party fully disappeared into the depths of Gauntlight, their longtime ally Rin Savishi attempted several times to mount a rescue effort, unsuccessfully. It was decided by the townsfolk that the Dead Tide incident was a freak occurrence, and that really there had been no reason for those fools to go there if they weren't looking for treasure anyways. And so time continued to pass. Month after month. Gauntlight remained dormant. The light remained off. Until one day, the sounds of boots could be heard approaching from the distance. An invading army from the big city arrived in Otari, wearing the color purple. Led by a man known only as the Blind General. A man wearing armor covering everything, including his face. as well as a pair of sisters named Asha and Arya. Together, the three of them and their army stormed throughout town, taking prisoners of the regular civilianry and dragging them into Gauntlight. Mere days later, the light turned back on, and monsters began coming from the beam into town, seemingly allied with the soldiers. It has been 6 months since the party disappeared. A small resistance group has gathered at an old fishing shack outside of town, led by Rin, of course. And among the townsfolk, there are also a number of outsiders who, for one reason or another, were drawn to this place, were drawn to Gauntlight, and the threat that it now poses to Absalom and possibly beyond. So, at this point, Rin and the other resistance leaders have gathered everyone together in the dining room of the fishing camp. There's a specific dour look across all of their faces in the silent, candlelit night. It's a very small group here. Probably only around 25 people total, not including the leaders. Rin places her hands on the dining room table, takes a deep breath in and out. Well, it is time that we act. It is the last chance we have to act. The mayor's execution is tonight. We must take this as an opportunity to destroy the greatest weapon these armies have. We must get ourselves to Gauntlight as fast as possible and make a stand. Each of us, she points to the other leaders. Kileno, the owner of the market. Davina, a champion of Sarenrae. Sparolino, the sandwich shop owner.
Spiralino.
The boy Sparrow, the last one to see the party alive.
Morlabent, the owner of the local bookstore. And Vandy, the head priestess of the local temple to Sarenrae. Each of us has an assignment, and each of us has a group. These assignments are being kept secret from each other. In the case that one group is apprehended, they cannot divulge the full plan. So, group leaders, you know who you are, you know who your people are. Fill them in, and let's get moving. We set off in an hour. So, Finley, Bolero, Dexter. The three of you are approached by Davina, the champion of We've got possibly the toughest job ahead of us. Come on, I'll explain to you. She leads you out of the dining room and into the kitchen. She takes a scroll from her belt, rolls it out across the counter. It appears to be a rudimentary map of the market square. Our job is saving the mayor. It'll just be the four of us. We are acting as a bit of a distraction of sorts, I suppose, to help everyone else get through their part of the plan. There's going to be a lot of soldiers there, and we're going to be on a real tight clock. The mayor and one of his daughters will be there. The other four and the mayor's wife, to our knowledge, were out of town when the invasion came. So, thankfully, we just have to save the two. As far as our scouts have told us, a scaffold and guillotine have been set up in the center of the market. And as far as we've been told, Carmine has been given command of the operation. Bastard always wanted to be mayor, and I guess he finally got it. So, our job is to get in, get the mayor, make as much noise as possible, and get out. Does that make sense? She looks to you all, awaiting an answer.
Finley will nod.
Makes enough sense as it ever will.
I don't know which character I'm playing as right now, so
Dexter, as I said before, Dexter.
Right.
All right.
Still getting used to my character's name.
This will be... So just to make sure we're all on the same page, this is a civilian-populated area. The guards have strongly encouraged as many townfolk as possible to attend. I'm assuming in an attempt to make the embarrassment all the greater for Osif, the mayor. So be aware of friendly fire. And speaking of fire, she points at one of the market stalls. Kileno says that he managed to stash away a cache of explosives in this stall. We can use these to make some noise. But again, remember, lots of civilians, and our primary objective is getting Osif and Doriana out of there. Now, once we start our attack, the guards are just going to keep coming, hopefully. So again, our primary objective is to make noise, get the mayor, and get out so we lead the guards away. Does that make sense?
Which direction are we planning on escaping to?
North, towards Gauntlight.
We want to lead the guards towards where we're going?
Yup.
Okay.
Trust me, we got plans in motion. All right. Anyone have any other questions about our portion of the operation?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Yes, Bolero. Why don't we
plan...
actually describe real quick what everyone sees as they look at Bolero?
Yeah, so you see, well, I would say elderly, but I don't really know if elves can be elderly. He's certainly an older, wrinklier elf, a cavern elf with old white hair, adorned with these, it's almost like a frock, accented with gold. Seems as though, whatever people he's a part of, they seem to value gold a lot. And upon his shoulder is a raven, also adorned with gold.
Oh my god, that is the cutest fucking raven I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's actually very cute, and it kind of is distracting how
It's
cute
like,
it is.
it's like uncharacteristically cute for a raven.
Like
ravens are cute, but like not this cute.
This man looks very badass, and then he's got this adorable little raven. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Sorry, Cole.
They balance each other out.
No, I would say that
two completely different vibes.
No, I would say that over the course of the time that you've all been here, you would have learned that this raven's name is Carol.
Carol? Oh my god! I'm gonna steal him.
So this is Bolero and Carol.
Do not steal Caro.
So, anyways, yes, Bolero, your question.
Yes. Now, this plan relies on everything going smoothly. We make a distraction, nothing bad happens, we rescue who needs to be rescued, and we all go north. Now, my question lies, first and foremost, with the explosives.
Yes.
That is quite literally a barrel of explosives waiting to blow up.
Yes.
Let's assume the worst, and it causes more issues for us. What do we do? Do we have a plan B or any sort of escape route?
Your escape route is to get to the north. That's really how you end up getting there. It doesn't matter. Just try to get there alive and make as much noise as you can in the process.
Very well. Seems easy enough.
And with the explosives, Kileno has said that these are fuse lit, so you're gonna need to have some sort of fire on hand if you're gonna light them. And then I'd recommend tossing them. He said that they have a 6-second fuse.
Well, then you'll all be happy to know that I have no experience with fire whatsoever. I can make a distraction, but lighting the fuse itself is not something I can do.
Well, do your best with whatever you got. Explosives aren't necessary, however, I'm just pointing out that they are a resource that we have at hand.
Yeah, so if one of you, if one of you knows how to light a fire, please do.
Finley is going to look him directly in the eyes as she conjures her element, and it's just water swirling around her hand.
Why don't we describe
Amazing.
Finley at this point?
Finley is a very muscular blonde woman. She's wearing leather armor, and she's carrying a great big battle axe.
Badass. And in the process, why don't we also describe Dexter?
Let's knock him out of the way.
So what you see is a very short gnome fellow, completely barefoot, by the way, who blonde hair, blue eyes, very tan skin. He is carrying a blunderbuss, although he normally uses his dagger at close ranges. And what you may or may not have noticed about him is that he seems to have been eyeballing everybody's left shoe since you got here.
Oh my god, you caused me physical agony.
For reasons that may or may not be revealed later on.
The left shoe.
Specifically the left shoe.
You caused me physical pain. Oh my god. Alright. Any other questions?
I think I'm good if y'all are.
All right. Gather your things and get ready to head out. We gotta leave a little earlier than everyone else. All right. So, everyone make sure that you have your weapon that you'd like equipped at the start. Equipped, drawn, whatever you want to say. Yeah, as you all start making your way into town, you move as quickly and quietly as you can. Davina's armor is, of course, clanking along the way, and the entire time she keeps whispering under her breath, "Why did they have to pick me for this? Why did they have to pick me for this?" And as you get to town, you can hear quite the commotion. There's lots and lots of voices shouting. You see, as you come over the ridge into town, you see lights from the market square, and you can actually see from this cliff face the guillotine scaffolding itself. It appears that you can also see lights traveling through town, and that seems to be a major source of the noise. It looks like two people, one normal-sized adult human and a very small, what you would assume is child, are being dragged through town towards the market square. Davina looks to the three of you. All right, so we're going to divide up and conquer, all right? That's the best chance we have at not all being spotted at once. So, each of you pick your market stall that you want to start behind.
And what are the stalls that we see?
So,
like, what are our options?
There is a vegetable stall. There's a stall with the explosives. There is a knick-knack stall. There is the Town Fletcher. There is a beer stall. And there
I'll go to the beer stall.
Okay. And there is one that appears to just sell crates.
And then which one did they say the explosives are at?
The one with the explosives.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn, that's really descriptive.
It's the butcher stall.
Gotcha.
Once apparently belonged to some guy named Dolmas who just disappeared some time ago, and nobody went looking for him. Yeah.
That's so odd. Why would no one go looking? Why would no one go looking for Dolmas?
Interesting.
I know. Why would nobody named Remy Raddington, who had an entire story designed? I'm getting off track.
Anyway,
yeah,
that's a
the guy-
storyline where
Anything
Remy would have
done.
gained like the super awesome ability, right? Like the
Yes.
super badass power.
The
Yeah.
super awesome ability that would have annihilated any foe with the glance of an eye.
It could have saved his whole party.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Anyways,
fucker.
I'm gonna go with the crates.
The crate store?
Yeah.
All right. What does Dexter want?
Dexter
Yeah.
wants to live.
Okay, so vegetables it is.
Vegetables it is.
All right, and Davina will hide behind the knickknacks. All right. So, as you get yourselves into position, you lie in wait as a massive crowd gathers, and a number of guards just surround the area. Mercenaries, squires, footpads, different... This army seems to be very regimented into, like, categories. And there appear to be a number of different categoried troops here, of differing ranks, but all appear to be of the less potent variety, with the exception of the man leading the procession, who, wearing his purple leather armor, wielding a long sword with runes etched across it, large scars down his face, and you see that his stance is a little wobbly, almost as if something is wrong with his spine. You would all at this point recognize Karman Rajani, the new mayor installed by the invaders. Who you would have been told was once the town blacksmith.
What's that bitch?
Yeah.
That asshole. That I don't
Obviously,
remember.
we don't know him in that context, but fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that to your goddamn fucking head.
Says Dexter to himself. Now I should
Behind
also
the
note...
vegetables. Oh, I'm not saying that to myself. I'm saying that to the wall.
Oh my god. So, additionally, the procession is dragging along those two people, as I mentioned before. The adult human appears to be the mayor, who's in tattered rags as he's literally being dragged across the ground, scraping against the cobblestones. He's been humiliated like this pretty much since Karman was installed. And behind him is a small child, very scared looking, who is thankfully not being tortured in the same way.
And has stolen my outfit.
Son of a bitch.
However, she has been dressed in what seems to be just really raggedy clothes, which are not befitting of a mayor's daughter. As the pair are led up to the guillotine itself. There are 4 light poles in the center of this market square. And as you all gather, a hush falls over the crowd as Karman stamps a banner bearing the Inara family crest of a serpent wrapping around vines into the scaffolding.
God damn it. If only a middle-aged rat man could have stopped them.
So, this is where your tyrant ends. A new beginning for Otari under its rightful banner.
He points to the thug next to him, who kicks out Osif's knees from under him, forcing him headfirst into the guillotine, while Doriana, his daughter, is forced to watch. As Osif's head is locked into the guillotine, his hands bound behind him, the thug begins to raise the blade. So, would you choose to strike? Excuse me, would you choose to strike now?
Well, if the goal is to get the mayor alive, yes.
All right. Then I will add us to initiative and we will begin.
Oh, this is going to be a lot.
This is gonna be a lot of turns.
And
This
I
is
will
gonna be
There's a lot
so
going on.
much fun.
I will remind you all that that Davina did say your priority is your objective. The enemies will just keep
Open
coming.
my goddamn character sheet. It's
You mean we
not
can't
open.
kill everybody?
I mean, you can certainly try. However, enemies will probably just keep coming. Alright. Now, I will also say again, whatever weapons you want to have drawn should probably be drawn now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait, shit! I didn't have any fucking. I forgot to buy ammo.
You have ammo. It's fine.
Do I?
I'll give you ammo. It's
Yay.
fine.
Ammo from God.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, just like
you have
just it's fine. Just
you
do
have
it.
10 rounds. Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you so much.
All right.
I love the idea of 10 rounds just falling from the sky into my hands.
Yeah, pretty much.
34?
Yeah.
34.
Davina,
Oh wait, how
Davina is
the
up
fuck?
first.
Excuse me? What is your perception modifier?
Let's see. Her perception modifier is plus 16.
Good
That would do it.
lord.
Wow.
So, Davina acts first. She is going to start out by running into the light and shouting out, "Carmon! I'll take your fucking spine again!" At which point,
Yeah.
everyone stops and just stares. Carmon just, mouth agape, points. "Seize her! She's next on the block!" So Davina is then going to send out a burst of holy light. I need let's say Colby pick a d20 this time.
Out of what?
Out of 14.
13.
13. Okay. I don't think
Lucky
we've used
number.
13 before.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
because
sure we
everybody
have.
avoids the number 13
All
for
right.
some reason.
Look, we've
So-
hit rock bottom already.
We have used 13, but it's been many months.
So, a burst of holy light just flies across the square at Carmon, striking him directly in the chest. So let me just get the dice roller out real quick. All right, as Carmon is immediately smacked with 22 points of damage.
Hot damn.
And that is the end of Davina's turn. All right, that brings us now to Finley, who is all the way down here.
This is a random question. Well, it's not a random question. Do I get Elemental Blast?
Let's see. I believe you do.
I know that I would have to channel my element first. I just don't
Yes.
see Elemental Blast as a thing I can do.
If I remember correctly, you do get Elemental Blast. Let me just quickly read through it.
Is Kineticist your archetype?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yes, you gain the Elemental Blast action. You just
Gotcha.
don't get to use it as part of your channel elements. So you have
Right.
you have to do an action to channel elements first, and then you can Elemental Blast.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. We're gonna start with... Okay, we're gonna start with one action to move... Good... 30 feet.
And just to clarify, all of the yellow tokens, those are civilians.
I figured.
All right. So
Oh boy, I can't wait to commit atrocities.
Finley moves up on this chainmail armored individual with a crossbow and a dagger.
Ooh.
Those seem fun, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and sudden charge this bloke.
He's currently up on a scaffold, so he's like 5-10 feet above you. I would say you could still target him though.
Okay, let's do that. I'll just
All
go
right.
for his knees above my head.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sprint up thereabouts and then go for his knees.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a hit.
Okay, that's a 22.
22 unfortunately does not hit as he hears your footsteps and just spins around, blocks your blade with his own.
And of
Unfortunately,
course,
but
there's
that is
more of you.
all the turns that I have.
All right, then. That will bring us around to Dexter, who's over here. Mr. Perez.
Yes.
Yes. What would you like to
It
do?
is fine. Dexter is going to really quickly check what his speed is again, right? And then he's going to jump out from behind this cart. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to jump out from behind this cart, and then he's going to sprint over here.
Okay. That's one action.
And then he's going to... He's gonna let out like a little. He's gonna be like a little. He's gonna shoot this guy.
Okay. You run out and you take aim at this mercenary in splint armor wielding a scimitar who just turns around and is like, "What the fuck?"
This
So-
is just hairless Remy Raddington.
So what did you roll?
I also want to point out that that is the first noise that Dexter has made in this entire campaign.
It's just a giggle.
I have rolled a... What the fuck is that? A 32.
A 32. That is a critical hit. Go ahead and roll critical damage.
Oh,
And
my
you know what? I
fucking
would
God.
say I would say for funsies, this is an off-guard target. So you get your sneak attack. So make sure to enable that real quick.
How do I enable that?
It's a
Oh, sneak
checkbox. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Enable abilities
Oh
that
my
require
God.
an off-guard target.
Oh good lord. Okay, let's see how this turns out. That is so much... Okay. That is more disappointing than I was thinking it was going to be, but it's still a lot of damage.
So that's a total of, let's see, 18.
17. Oh, 18.
18 points of... Because it deals splash damage because it's a blunderbuss.
Right.
So you just bang, and just several projectiles just plink. A lot of them plink off the armor, but several of them also like get through the chinks in the armor, and you're able to, and you see just blood start to flow out. However, this guy is still alive. You have one action remaining, and your gun is unloaded.
I guess I'm going to reload the gun.
All right then. You reload your gun as your final action, and that brings us now to Karman, who is going to turn to Finley, and is going to... well, he's first going to turn to the executioner and just say, "Deal with my prize. I'll deal with them." He's then going to quickly hop down so that Finley is now flanked.
Wait a second.
He's then going to go ahead and stab at you with his longsword. That is a 19 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. Then he's going to... He's also going to quickly, in more speed than should be possible, going to pull out a hammer from his belt and just whip it at Dexter. So Dexter, I need you to make a perception check.
It's like a normal carpentry hammer?
Yeah, like a normal blacksmith hammer. So Dexter, perception.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Perception check. "22.
22. You managed to see it coming just in time to not be off guard from it. However, that is still a 29 to hit.
Oh, that'll do it.
Okay, so you will still take, as this hammer just clocks you in the shoulder, 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woo.
Yeah. All right.
It just got in the way too. Good lord.
Yeah. Like it arcs over the civilian and right into your shoulder.
Are they like running away now, or
the civilians haven't had
time?
time to process this.
Okay,
We're
interesting.
like, this is a surprise attack that you guys have launched. All right, that brings us to Bolero.
All right, question. This guy up here is currently trying to execute. Like he's still attempting to carry on the execution, correct?
Yeah, she's raising the guillotine right now. Yeah, I would say that you'd estimate that you have maybe 3 rounds to stop the guillotine.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, since Karo has independent, he actually gets to move without me command. Well, he gets 1 action.
Right.
At the start of the turn. So he is going to fly. If he flies here, do I still have line of sight to him?
Yes, through the market stall.
Yes, beautiful.
Also, how high up is Carol right now?
I would say. Oh god, would that affect how far horizontally he's able to move? Like how high up he is?
Yes. Because you've got to go up and then across. Also, a note for flying. We haven't dealt with flight too much from you guys, but any creature that is flying needs to use a fly action, or they fall.
Oh.
So one of Karal's actions needs to be flying if he's going to stay airborne. That can be to stay in place, but if you don't use a fly action, then you will fall.
And would he fall at the start of the turn or at the end of the turn?
Let me double check, but I believe it's the start of the turn. Fly. Action, fly. Let's see. Moving upward, use the rules for moving through difficult terrain. That's also worth noting. You can move straight down 10 feet for every 5 feet of movement you spend. If you're airborne at the end of your turn and didn't use a fly action this round, you fall. So end of your turn.
And then with the fly action, is movement a part of that?
Yes. So fly allows you to move up to your fly speed.
Okay. So Carl did fly.
Yes.
I see. Gotcha. And I will say he's still roughly the same height he was at for maximum.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know if you're able to see it, but there is an elevation box. If you right-click on the token, it should be a 0 right now.
Oh, okay.
So you can adjust that when you're moving him up and down. Just remember to keep it in 5s.
Yep, good to know. Thank you.
All right. And so that was your 1 action, was to move Carol out there.
Yes, that was Carol's 1 action.
Yes. So Bolero then has 3.
Yep. So with Bolero's action, he is going to use Familiar Conduit, which allows me to cast a spell from Carol, as long as I have line of sight.
Interesting. All right. What are you going to cast?
I am going to cast Evil Eye on the Executioner.
Okay. Interesting. So what does Evil Eye require?
That is a will save.
Will save from the Executioner. All right. And just to note, this will be all 3 of your actions, because the Conduit is 1 action.
This is actually a 1-action spell.
Oh, well then. In that case, and that's a hex. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right, so that is will save. You said that is a 23.
A 23. That succeeds.
Okay. So I believe that means nothing.
Yep. And then I just want to double check one of Carol's abilities here. Okay. Then with my final action, I am going to attempt it again. Wait, no, I can't. Never mind. It's a 2-action thing to...
Yeah.
So instead... I suppose I will command Carol. Actually...
I don't know if you're... Are you able to command if you have already done the free action?
No, I cannot. You're right. You're right. In that case, I am going to... I guess just stride out. Let's say to... here.
Okay. Lovely. And so at the end of the round, we will now cover all of the non-named NPCs on the field. So, first and foremost, this thug who, despite the scenario, still appears a little bit bored, is going to continue raising the guillotine blade up. So the guillotine is now 1/3 of the way up. That is her whole turn. The civilians are going to start processing what's happening, and they're all going to start running. So this one gets... Oh my god, please. Thank you, Foundry.
I love the civilian blank.
Civilian blank.
They look like what Fox News is afraid Antifa looks like.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna take me a sec, sorry.
You're the one with the heart out, not us, so...
This is true. Can't wait to have to cut all of this out of the episode.
Don't mind us, we're just fast-forwarding through the moving of 500 civilians.
Yep, I never think all of the civilian crowds through.
They look cool as hell, though.
Well, that's
It's
good.
nice to have it populated. Though, I imagine, deeply annoying for you.
Little bit. Also, just completely ignore that they're the Soul of Frost commoners from the the meeting, the Cloudville meeting that got set on fire.
Holy shit! I would not have noticed that if you didn't say that.
So they're
letting you know.
They're the old style of token and everything from before I had Hero Forge Premium.
Why build more than one commoner when you could just put commoner?
I mean,
they're not
that was
people.
my thought. True.
Oh my god.
All right, so that is all of the civilians, finally. So let's go now through all of the soldiers. So we will start with the one that just got blunderbussed in the face, who's going to run up to Dexter and is going to swing down hard with his scimitar to make a power attack at Dexter. That is a 15 to hit Dexter.
It will not do it.
All right, then that is the end of his turn. That'll bring us now to, let's go with this one over here, who appears quite angry and is going to take aim at Davina with a short bow.
Is he angry at somebody specifically, or
just
in
angry in general? I'll note if you scroll over the tokens of the enemies, each of them has an adjective before their name.
I did notice
That's
that.
really funny.
To help make them a little bit more distinct for when you're fighting them.
Why is this person numb? Wait, what?
What?
Numb?
I mean, I can assume why your guy is miserable, considering you just shot him in the face.
Hallowed Squire. What's his deal? Why is he numb?
Numb
Guess we'll find out when he tries to kill me.
Numb to the world. I should note, those adjectives don't actually mean anything mechanically. They are entirely to help make them distinct for you guys. Anyways, short bow.
Okay.
That is an 11 to hit Davina, so that's a miss. Let me just double check. Short bow. Reload is 0. Okay. So that's 1 strike. 2 strike, also a miss. 3 strike, also a miss. Okay, that is the end of that mercenary's turn. That brings us now to this one, this somewhat unsure-looking one, who's going to target Bolero. First is going to fire crossbow at Bolero. That is a 21 to hit.
Son of a bitch. Meets it, beats it.
All right. Then Bolero, that is going to be 7 points of piercing damage as a crossbow bolt just thunks into your side.
Ouch.
This fellow is then going to drop their crossbow on the ground. Pull out a dagger. Pull out a dagger. And then run over as their final action. So they now have 1 dagger out. They are right next to you. That is their turn. That'll bring us now to this somewhat surprised-looking squire here with splint mail, battle axe, and a shield, who's going to run on up. Let me actually see. Okay. Is going to run up to Carol and is going to go for a battle axe strike.
If you kill the pigeon in the first goddamn session, Cameron, I will hunt you.
Hey,
I will hunt
first
you
things first,
like the
don't
not a
kill my
pigeon.
bird.
Second, not the first time we've killed a bird in this game.
I know.
Actually, this is a fresh new campaign.
Okay, fair.
He's a special boy.
That is a 16 to hit Caral.
That does not hit.
Okay, then that misses, and the squire's just gonna fuck it, and take third action to move up to Bolero.
Oh no.
And
Oh yeah.
that is all 3 of his actions. That will bring us now to the numb, hallowed squire here, who is going to take their long sword and swing it at Finley, who is still off guard. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits, buddy.
Okay, let me just check something real quick. Okay, that doesn't actually affect you. Cool. All right then. So, Finley is going to take 7 points of slashing damage from that. The squire is then going to make a second longsword strike. This time a stab. That is a 12 to hit.
That is not going to hit.
All right. and is going to finish off with a third one. That is a 12 to hit again. All right. So that is the end of that squire's turn. Let me just double check something real quick. Okay, cool. That is going to bring us now to this this fellow right over here. This very angry-looking footpad, who's going to take their first action to fire a crossbow bolt at Dexter. That is a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, then. They are then going to reload their crossbow as an action and fire it at Finley. That is a natural 20.
I'm going to hero point that if you don't mind.
Okay. That is instead going to be a 21.
It still hits, but it's not a critical hit, so I'll take that.
That'll be 2 points of piercing damage. And the crossbow is now unloaded. And this, yeah, that's that. That is now all of the unnamed NPCs. That brings us around to the top of round 2 with Davina, who is going to, first and foremost, run over to this mercenary, go for a strike with her glaive. That is an easy critical hit. I'm just gonna do that. 57 points of damage.
What
God.
the fuck?
The
So
scream
Davina
was an experience.
Instantly knocks out this mercenary.
Lord.
Just chops him right in half with a glaive. And that is Davina's turn. That brings us to Finley.
Hey, logistical question. Is north the way
North
that a
is
compass
up.
rose would be?
North is up.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't, like, run up
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, actually, that's east, you fucking moron.
Yeah, I always orient the maps north up.
I do appreciate that. I'm gonna stick out a hand to the kid and say, come with me and I can get you out of here.
The kid appears frozen in fear, especially as there is currently a large person with a glaive next to her.
Great, I'm scooping up the kid.
The kid is currently on the scaffold.
It's what, 5 feet up?
Yes. I would say make an athletics check.
Okay, that is a 31.
31. Okay. You manage to swing your arm under the under Doriana's legs and catch her as she starts to fall. So you now have Doriana on your shoulder. Yeah, and your axe is now at a one-handed grip.
I figured. Okay. I would like to... I have what, 1 or 2 actions remaining?
2.
2?
Yes.
Okay.
You are also very definitely encumbered.
That's fine. That makes my movement speed what?
Let's see. 20.
20?
Mhm.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and... 5...
As you begin to move, Carman is going to get an attack of opportunity. Wait,
Okay,
sorry.
can I get where
no,
I'm going?
Carman doesn't get an attack of opportunity. Sorry, I'm stupid.
It's
So
okay.
you're able to run through there.
I'm gonna run that way, and then I'm gonna
However,
run...
the mercenary right next to you does get an attack of opportunity.
Awesome.
So you don't get to move where you're going yet. Got to back up.
Okay.
Swing with the scimitar. That's a 13 to hit.
That does
so that's
not
a
hit.
So now you can go where you're going.
And I'm gonna yell as I'm going,
I've got the kids. Somebody get the mayor.
All right. That brings us now to Dexter.
Okay, so Dexter is going to one sheath his blunderbuss.
All right. One action to sheath your blunderbuss.
Yes. Take out my dagger.
One action to take out the dagger.
And then I am going to scream at the top of my lungs at the mercenary in front of me, "Give me a fucking liver!" And then I have to stab.
Okay.
Roll
the hit.
dagger.
Roll the hit. Oh my god.
Fuck. That's a 17.
Damn it.
17
You
hits.
missed the.
A 17
Oh,
hits.
fuck yes!
I would have been so disappointed if that didn't hit. After that banger of a line, that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Yeah, thankfully these are low-rank enemies, as you do in fact stab him right in the liver, cut it out, and pull it through the armor in one fell swoop. That is a dead mercenary.
Oh yeah.
Wow, he's weak.
And that is... Yeah, these guys are... These are low-ranking enemies. That is the end of Dexter's turn. That brings us now to Carmon.
Question, Cam, just
Yeah.
before we get into enemy attacks. Am I still meant to be off guard?
No.
Great.
All
Just
right.
checking.
Carmon is somewhat furious at this point, and is just going to do another sudden throw of a hammer at Dexter. So Dexter, make a perception check, please.
You said a perception check?
Yes, perception check.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. God damn it, that's 12.
12. Okay, you are off guard to this attack then.
Shit.
So that is a 28 to hit.
Oh, that would hit even if I was on guard.
But
Thankfully,
it doesn't
it's not
crit.
a crit. It's not a
all right.
crit, thank goodness, but...
However, you are off guard, so he does get sneak attack on you here. So that is going to be... it is going to... Oh, fuck. 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Man just rolled max damage. As you just
Good
get...
Lord.
You pull this liver back, you're like, haha! And then you just get clocked in the head and drop the liver.
No, not the liver!
That's such funny fucking imagery. What the fuck?
Carmon is gonna shout out, "Don't let them get away!" And he's gonna run at Dexter then. And as his final
Of course he
action, is going to take a swing with his longsword. That is a natural
Oh, yeah.
20.
Can I hero point that?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna hero point
All
that.
right. That is instead a 28.
Okay, well that's still gonna hit, but it's not gonna be a crit.
All right. Let me get out. I need more dice. There we go. You are not off guard though, so that's good to be distinct. That is going to be 21 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
Casual.
Oh.
Yeah. So I believe
Oh.
Dexter is now winded.
Winded?
You're out of stamina.
Yes, I am out of stamina. I'm definitely out of stamina. You said 21 points, right?
Yes, 21 points.
Okay. I'm not only winded, I am bloodied.
All right then. That brings us now to Bolero.
All right.
Currently has quite a few targets around him.
Yes, I do. With my first action, well, not my first action. With Karal's first action, he is actually going to fly 10 feet into the air.
Okay.
And
So
then
that counts as
move-
difficult terrain, so that'll consume 20 feet of
does
movement.
it?
Yes.
Oh.
So you'd have 5 feet of fly left.
I would not like to do that then.
Okay.
He's just gonna fly 25 feet over this way.
Okay, 25 feet over that way.
Yep.
And that was his free action?
Yes.
Cool.
So then with my first 2 actions, actually, I am going to cast Calm.
Calm. All right.
And that is going to be in a burst right there.
Right there. Okay. All right. They need to
Excuse
make
me?
will saves. That doesn't get Dexter. Dexter is not targeted by that.
Good.
All right, so that will target Carmon and the enraged Wily Footpad. So what is the DC for this will save?
21.
21. Carmon succeeds with a 23. And the Footpad succeeds with a 22.
Okay, so they both get a -1 penalty to their attack rolls.
Okay. Lovely.
And then with my final action, I'm going to cast...
Is that burst sustained, or does it... No, it's not. It's just...
Yep, it's sustained.
Sorry, the area is not, though. The area doesn't matter, just the effect
correct.
itself. Okay,
Right.
there we go. Yeah, that's yeah, there we go. All right,
Yep.
so you have 1 action remaining.
Yep, I'm going to cast Time Jump.
Time jump, fuck yeah! I was so happy when you took this spell. It's so cool.
When I read that, I was like, holy shit, I have to take this.
It's so fun. All right then, what would you like to do with your time jump?
So I get 2
2
strides,
actions. Yes.
which I'm going to use to go right.
These are the stairs to get onto the scaffolding, by the way.
Correct. So could I go here?
That
is this on the scaffolding?
On top of a fence.
Here.
There, that is correct. All right, you are now there.
Yep, and I believe, this guy doesn't have weapons drawn at the moment, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's my turn.
All right then. That brings us to the end of round 2, which means the guillotine gets raised up another step. And as we get to the top of the round, we get a few new friends entering the fray.
Oh no.
From the southwest. All right. So 4 new enemies have entered the battlefield. At this point, I can safely say that every civilian has managed to escape unharmed. So good job, you didn't kill any civilians yet. It's a low bar, but it is a bar. All right. So the guillotine has been raised up 1 stage. Then let's go from the top to the bottom. So, one of the new spiteful thugs is going to run forward with a glaive at Dexter. And it's going to go for a slice with that glaive. So Dexter, that is a 24 to hit.
Holy moly.
Jacob.
What's a hit?
24.
Why? Are you trying to kill my character already?
That is sort of what the enemies are trying to do, is kill you, yes. So I'm assuming that's a hit.
Hit.
All right, that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Yes, it is a hit. Oh, good lord.
I should also note that
I am very mortal.
she appears to be in an extreme stage of rage. And that is the end of her turn. That will bring us now to the footpad with the crossbow out, who's going to turn and see Bolero and is going to go for a shot. with the crossbow at Bolero. That is a natural 1. So this fellow right here gets fumble.
He points
His range-
wrong and shoots himself in the nostril.
This footpad is so angry and so overwhelmed that they just become confused. They get the effect called "huh," which means they are just now confused. So they don't really know what's happening anymore. So they just fire the shot wildly into the air, and just drop the crossbow and draw a dagger as their final action. All right, then that is going to bring us now to the numb squire here, who is going to run over to Carmon and is going to lay a hand on his shoulder. And Dexter, you watch as this healing energy flows into Carmon as he appears invigorated by this lay on hands. And then final action is going to be a move to over here. So Dexter is now flanked.
Oh, you might want to run.
That is the end of that one. Jacob, what is this noise that you're making?
He's tap dancing on Dexter's grave.
Wait, I'm sorry, what happened?
You were making noise. Also, you're flanked now.
I see that.
Colby
so
said you should probably run, which I would second.
Run over to here and is going to fire shortbow at Bolero.
Oh no.
That is a dirty 20.
That fails.
Okay, then that is the end of that mercenary's turn. That brings us now to the other ones, because there are more.
Oh my god.
Hey, like I said. All right.
He did warn us.
I did warn you. This is unequivocally true.
I have 2 HP. Please, Cameron.
This thug is going to sprint over to here, screaming all the way, and is going to swing a longsword at you.
I'm so gonna die. Oh my god, I'm
is
so gonna die.
A 15
It's
to
the
hit.
first session. Oh, that doesn't hit.
And that is the end of that thug's turn. Yes, it is. I'm getting you in the spirit of how this campaign is going to be.
Oh my god.
That brings us now to the other footpad down here, who's going to run over to here, and is going to take a shot at Bolero with a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 13 to hit.
That fails.
All right then.
And
that
I
brings
would like
us.
to point out,
Yes.
As Bolero is getting shot at, he's not dodging or anything. He's just hand behind his back, just fucking observing.
So that brings us now to the other ones that were a second ago flanking Bolero, who are just gonna look around wait, what? There he is! And they're gonna start coming at you. So this one's gonna draw his other dagger, and it's going to run 25 feet, and then final action is going to be to step up onto the ladder. And this other one is going to run up at Divina, blocking her off, and is going to fail a strike pretty miserably. That is the end of the NPCs. That brings us to the top of round 3. Davina is up. Davina is going to get a glaive. That is a natural 20.
Holy shit, dude.
Ah, damn.
So Davina is going to get, that was a slashing attack. Fingertips, normal damage until healed target is clumsy 1, can't use one of its hands. Okay, cool. I'm guessing this is still probably going to kill. That is 24 points of damage. Yeah, that's still going to kill this guy outright. Davina is strong as fuck.
Clearly.
Davina is then
And
going
yet
to
I'm
take...
the one surrounded on all sides.
Davina is then going to take another action to move in your direction, Dexter.
Take some heat off ya.
And then final action, because this guy is in range of the glaive, is going to make another glaive strike. That is pretty easily a hit, but not a crit. So that is going to be 21 points of damage, which is not quite enough to kill that guy, but that one's the hallowed squire next to you is almost dead. All right, that brings us to Finley.
Okay, Finley is going to start by channeling elements.
Okay.
From there, I would like to use an elemental blast on this bloke.
Okay, go ahead and channel your elements.
I'm trying.
You must hit the apply effect button in the chat.
Oh, that's nice.
Welcome to Kineticist, where everything takes 3 clicks at minimum.
So I'm learning. Okay, so I have... Oh, is it not? Elemental blast should be 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a range of 30 feet, or you can do melee.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him. What do I have to roll for that?
A d20, as it is shown in your actions tab.
It's not in my...
It is in your actions tab. I'm looking at it right now.
Now it is. Okay, apparently once I have that thing, it does that. Okay. That is a 29 to hit.
29 to hit. That is a hit. A critical hit, in fact.
Whoa.
And are you doing bludgeoning or cold damage?
I think we'll do bludgeoning.
Okay.
That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
14 points of bludgeoning damage. So that squire is just dead, as just clocked in the back of the head with a burst of water.
Excellent.
You have 1 action remaining.
I'm gonna yell, Dex, I get running! And then I myself am going to run the 20 feet north that I can.
Okay. Move yourself the 20 feet north that you can.
Ah! That's much farther than I'm trying to go. Why is this being difficult?
Perhaps if you used a mouse.
You and your mice.
I did buy you a mouse.
I know. I don't know where it is
Specifically
right
for
now.
this. All right, that is the end of your
It's
turn.
probably in my stuff from LA. Don't...
That brings us to Dexter.
Okay,
The
so
very
Dexter,
mortal Dexter.
Yes, Dexter is going to use Dirty Trick
I see. What does Dirty Trick do?
on Carman. Dirty Trick, you hook a foe's bootlaces together,
I love this feat.
pull
Oh
their
my
hat over
fucking
their
God.
eyes, loosen their belt, or otherwise confound their mobility through an underhanded tactic. Attempt a thievery check against the target's reflex DC.
All right, then make a
So
thievery check, my friend.
I
If you
hate to
look-
be the person who points this out, but does Dexter seem a little foot-focused to anyone else?
Dexter's real name is Tarantino.
That is
Oh,
my
no.
fear.
Originally his name was going to be, so his name is Dexter Wrangler. Originally his name was going to be Dexter Foot Wrangler, but that's
Oh my fucking
a little
god.
much.
Make your thievery check.
Okay. Oh!
What did you get?
A 15?
A 15.
So what a hero point that?
15. All right, since nobody hero points it, that is a critical failure. As you go to hook Carmon's bootlaces together, then realize he doesn't have laces on his shoes. So you fall prone as your attempt backfires. You land flat on your face.
That's really horrible news, actually, mate.
You might want to turn around, Emma.
You have 2 actions remaining.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of prone.
All right, 1 action to get out of prone. You have 1 action
I'm just
remaining.
gonna run 25 feet down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna flip everyone around me off and run 25 feet in
Okay.
whichever direction I can.
Okay. And
1, 2, 3,
actually,
4,
as you do
5,
that, the spiteful thug that just approaches has an ability called No Escape. So is going
fuck
to
you.
stride up to its speed to follow you.
Oh no.
Um,
Somebody help me.
so that is the end of your
Somebody
turn.
actually
That-
help me.
That
please.
brings us to Carmon, who's going to run up to Davina. And the 2 of them are going to start getting into a little bit of a tussle. That's going to be hit, miss. Okay. That barely makes a dent in Davina's health pool. Davina has 215 health. So she's fine. That brings us now to Bolero.
Holy shit. All right. Well, to start, is Mayor Menem currently bound? I'm
Yes.
assuming yes.
Hands are bound behind his back, and his head is currently locked into the guillotine.
Okay. What would I need to do to get him out?
You need to spend, I would say, in order to undo the latches on the lock, you'd need to make a thievery check.
Okay. I'd like to start actually with Carl moving 25 feet this way.
Okay.
And then I'd like to make that check.
Okay.
Which is a 23.
23. You deftly just sweep your fingers around, completely ignoring the fact that if the blade does come down in this current position, your hand will be gone. As you just deftly flip the latches, and the latches are undone. So now it would take an action for you to actually open the thing, and then another action to get Osif up.
I see.
Yes.
Chat, I don't know if we can save him.
How many rounds do we have until he's beheaded?
1. The guillotine reaches its peak at the end of this round.
I
And
see.
then
So,
So
it's
when you
one
say
action one action to get the thing open, 1 action to move him,
okay.
to get him up.
And then this bored spiteful thug right here.
Yeah. They're the one currently raising the guillotine blade.
So when you say he has 1 turn, do you mean like he's dead after I finish my turn, or is there another full round and then the thug takes the action to kill
He's
him?
dead at the end of this round.
Fuck, okay. If I don't move, I think I'm dead at the end of this round.
You still have most of your health.
I'm dead anyway, so, you know.
We're on a timer.
Okay, yep. I open it and I get him up.
All right, Osif is now up. And as you end your turn, that brings us now to the NPCs. the blade goes all the way up and then is released, slamming down right as you move Osif and your own hand out of the way.
Oh.
Thank you, my friend. Now we should probably get out of here.
Run!
He says, as the spiteful thug is going to take one action to draw a glaive, and then a second action to slice down at Bolero. Actually, gonna take a swipe against both you and Osif. Try to take you both out at once. That is a natural 1.
Beautiful.
Excellent news.
Love to see
Only
it.
I were so lucky.
So that is a melee attack. Creeping hesitation, off guard until your next turn, and then as they swing, you see as they're like, wait a minute, should I try to capture a kill? Fuck! And they just slam their blade into the guillotine. So they are now off guard until the end of their next turn. Wait, sorry, I'm an idiot. They shouldn't. I'm gonna still say they're off guard, but like that's they shouldn't have had a turn. I'm an idiot. But whatever. This benefits you. So
Beautiful.
that'll bring us now to the footpad right next to you, who's going to take both of their weapons and just make a dazzling series of attacks with both weapons, to try to throw you off with this twin feint. This first attack is a 25.
That succeeds.
Okay, and you are automatically off guard against the second attack, which is a 16.
That fails.
Okay, cool. So the 25 is going to be dealing 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then as a final action, this footpad is going to go for one more dagger strike. That is a 3 to hit.
Yeah, that fails. That's a
all right.
critical fail, but not.
So that'll bring us now to the spiteful thug that has followed Dexter, who's going to go for a glaive strike against Dexter. That is a 14 to hit. Against Dexter.
Sorry, what was it?
14.
That will not hit.
All right, going for another one. That is a dirty 20.
That also will not hit.
All right, and one more. That is a 2. So that
it's
is
a
the
close
end
one.
Of her turn. That brings us now to this one, who's going to charge on over here and is going to take a swipe at Karal with the longsword. That is a natural 20.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
We're really going after this fucking bird.
Yeah, good.
That
Me and
is
this bird.
an 8 to hit Karal.
Yeah, that does not succeed.
All right then. And then that is the end of that one's turn. This one is still just enraged, so he's just going to wander around a little bit. And this other one is going to fire an arrow at Bolero. That is a natural 20.
Son of a bitch, I should have saved my hero point.
So it is not a critical hit card because they are not your level. So that is just going to be simple. Just gonna keep that easy. That is going to be 19 points of piercing damage to Bolero.
Hey.
It's got a little kick to it.
And I'm just going to say that's the end of their turn. Let's see. We get 6 more friends.
Oh boy.
Y'all might want to start moving.
Why are there so many friends? We do need to start moving. Everybody fucking run.
Never mind.
So, let me just go ahead and drop all of them on the board here. But, yeah. These are those reinforcements. It seems that you are, in fact, making enough noise to get their attention. That brings us to the top of round 4. Davina is going to break off from Carmon, is going to run up to Dexter, and is going to lay a hand on your shoulder and say, "It's all right, I got you." So you get the effects of lay on hands, so you regain 6 hit points.
Yay!
Excuse me, sorry, that's not correct. It would be 24 hit points that you receive.
Oh, that's a big difference, Cam.
Yeah, I forgot about heightened. So yeah, there's that. That is the end. Not the end of Davina's turn. Davina is then going to make a strike against this thug next to you. That is a yeah, that's a hit. It's Davina. It's a hit. And that's going to be 20 points of slashing damage, which is enough to make this thug mortal. And that will bring us now to Finley.
Finley is choosing to trust that her party has everything in hand and is gonna escape with this child.
All right. Finley goes to escape with the child. All right. So, Finley escapes with the child and is no longer in play. That brings us to Dexter, who is now feeling significantly better.
Yay! Dexter is going to strike this person here with my dagger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh,
32 to hit. That is a critical hit. Go ahead and roll critical damage. Critical damage, but no sneak attack.
Bummer. Dexter is going to stab this person while yelling, "You should have run away!"
7 points of
That
damage.
was a critical hit. No, wait, that was a critical hit.
That's fine. It would just
button.
be 14. It would be 14.
Okay, fantastic.
Either way, that is enough to kill that thug. All right then. You have 2 actions remaining.
Okay. God, I need to provide cover, I guess. How many? Where the fucking? Oh my God, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, 6 more just came onto the battlefield.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so I'm gonna run down here.
Okay. You run up to Carmon.
So once again, attempt dirty.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my
okay.
fucking god.
Go ahead and roll thievery. Roll thievery. You're like, alright, he doesn't have shoelaces. Let's see what we can do here.
I will pull down this man's pants, and it's the last thing I do.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see what I do.
I don't get paid enough to endure whatever this is.
What did you get? 31?
Yes.
That is a success. You pull down Carmon's pants. And he's like, wait, what the fuck? So he is now clumsy 1. And that is the end of your turn.
No, it's not. I still have one more turn.
No, it isn't. You made a strike, you made a move, and you made a dirty trick.
Oh, I guess I did. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
That brings us now to Carmon.
Still worth it. Still worth it. I don't care if
I don't know what you're
Still
doing
worth
to your microphone, but it needs to stop.
Talking normal.
Alright. That brings us now to Carmon, who's going to angrily, while holding his pants up, go for a longsword strike against you. That is an 18 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, he's gonna go for another one. That is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. That is a 10 to hit. Alright. And he pulls his pants back up, rebuckles his belt. You're fucking dead now! Bolero, you're up.
Holy shit. Okay. Fucking. Oh my god, the
If Dexter
prankster over
dies
here.
He has left a legacy.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna fucking bolt.
Alright.
Can I just
You can leap over the side, yeah. You can jump over the side pretty easily.
Boop.
Alright. You have 2 actions remaining.
All right. Probably shouldn't leave him there all alone. Oh, I forgot to move Carl. Can I just move him, like...
Yeah, that's fine.
Also back there?
All right.
I'm
Two
sure he'll be
actions
fine.
remaining.
Yep, I'm going to take another action to stride. Not off the map yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not off the map yet. And I'm going to use my last action to battle medicine myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll that medicine check.
That is... a 30.
A 30, that is a critical success.
So I should be back up to...
48 hit points.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm back to full.
All right, cool. And we'll start with Osif, who is going to follow suit and leap over the barrier and move the full 25 feet there, followed by another 25 feet, followed by another 25 feet. Osif is now off the map and out of the scenario. So that brings us now
Does
to
that
the...
mean that both of our targets have been safely removed from the scenario?
Yes. That brings us now to
Fantastic.
the enemies, who are going to begin swarming Dexter. The thug is going to strike at you with a longsword. That is a dirty 20.
Nope.
Followed by an 8.
Nope.
Followed by a 2.
Nope.
All right. That brings us now to the Angie boy, who is still confused. He's just going to wander off the side. I'm just going to say he's off the map so I don't have to deal with him anymore. That'll bring us now to this one, who's going to run up to here, take a shot with a short bow at Dexter. That is a 12.
Nope.
Followed by a 17.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Another short bow coming at you from a different person. That is a 19.
Nope.
Followed by a 13.
Nope.
Followed by an 18.
Nope.
All right. Got some more moving up. That's going to be a crossbow strike against you, Dexter. That is going to be a 17.
Nope.
All right. Got Squire moving up. And continuing to move up. Going to use Lay on Hands on Carmon to give him some health back. All right. That is the end of that Squire's turn. Brings us now to this one, who's going to come on up and shortbow against Dexter. 26. 10.
Oh, that'll do it.
And
Nope.
3. So the 26 will hit. That is going to be against Dexter. 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then these other ones are going to start moving up. All the way up and start to follow.
Oh my god damn it.
Why the fuck is he immortal? I
all right.
fucking hate Dexter Wrangler.
My god.
That brings us to this one, who's going to run around and is going to now put himself in flanked, but is also going to flank Dexter in the process, and is going to go for a dagger. That is a dirty 20 against Dexter.
No.
Okay. That brings us now to this final thug who's going to leap over the side and chase after. Is going to actually make a strike at Corral on the way. That is a that is a 16 to hit Corral.
That fails.
All right, cool. That is the end of the NPCs. That brings us now to Davina, who's going to say, "Move it! We got what we need!" And is going to light a match and toss it into the crate behind her. At which point she just starts running. That is the end of Davina's turn.
That's a 6-second timer, right?
Yup.
So that's 1 turn.
That is 1 round. At the top of round 6, that will blow up. Finley, you're still just running with the child.
Yep.
There are enemies coming around you and trying to shoot you and the child. How would you like to defend yourself?
Can I make the water kind of work as a shield for me, like a bubble?
Sure. Why don't you make a elemental blast, just as a check.
Okay, we'll see how that goes. That is a 19.
19. Okay, you managed to put this bubble up around you. You managed to protect Doriana completely. However, one arrow does get through and hits you right in the thigh. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Son of a bitch.
Dexter, you're up.
Okay, so Dexter is going to do an unarmed strike on Tarman.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Attempt to kick him in the ball.
Okay. I hate you so much.
I hate myself. That's a 25.
25. That is just barely a miss.
No!
As this divine energy from... Do you have a hero point?
No,
I don't think so.
No, I wish I did.
As this divine energy from the lay on hands, you go to kick him in the nuts, and this divine energy protects his nads.
I just scream at the top of my lungs, "Fuck!" and I run off.
Okay. All right. That is the end of your turn. I would say you get off the battlefield with that, meaning that now all of you are out of combat. I'm just gonna say Corral manages to catch up to Bolero, and Bolero just run. I'm assuming you're just gonna run with your next turn.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make one final attack just to
okay.
see
You can do
what
that.
would happen.
You can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Phase Bolt on this thug right here.
Okay, go ahead and what does Phase Bolt do? That's just a roll to hit, right?
Yeah, that's a 21 to hit.
21. That is a hit.
That's 10 points of piercing.
10 points of piercing. Okay, you gravely injure that thug.
Incredible. Okay, now I leave.
All right, cool. And as all of you run with your associated charges, you hear boom behind you as this massive fireball ignites. You just hear armor and chunks of gore splattering to the ground as an entire crate of dynamite has just blown up the town square. And as your group runs to the north with your charges, you continue getting peppered with arrows and crossbow bolts, defending yourselves on your way up. And you wonder to yourselves what the other teams are up to, as it seems your distraction has been successful. That is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ooh.
Fuck yes!
So, at the end of this, Dexter, how are you feeling?
I am so... I am just so fulfilled and also pissed off that I didn't get to kick this man in the gonads as a final fuck you. And then but otherwise I am just in a state of pure bliss.
Finley, how are you feeling?
She's not scared to die, but she's too pissed off to not die anywhere outside of Gauntlight, so she's gonna make it there before she perishes.
And Bolero, how are you feeling?
I gotta say, getting swarmed, teleporting away, calmly releasing the hostage, and then leaving is pretty fucking fun.
Dude, I love time jump. That is such a cool fucking spell.
It's so fucking sweet, dude.
Oh my god. And how are we all feeling as players?
That was
Oh my
tense.
God.
I'm
Holy
intrigued.
shit.
Oh my god, that was so
Hell
tense.
yeah.
There was no fucking reason that you had to put me on the brink of death in the first session. You asked.
I had every reason. You were the one who made us start the session an hour fucking late, so.
And he's gonna be late to work, so...
Yes, and I am gonna be late to work, so. Alright, thank you all for playing. This was awesome. We want to give a special shout out to Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane. It really means the world and helps make this show possible.